Hello everyone, I am so excited. I just wanted to do this video to run through how and why my new system works. So what you will get, 18 cards. There is 18 charms that all match these cards. And as you can see, I'm working on a mat and I'll reveal that in a sec. Let me just put that there. This here I'm working with first is the darker coloured version, and we've got red, green and a black in it. So, and there's 6 of each colour. Now you're probably thinking, why 18 cards and where are the rest of them? I've been looking over a long period of time, and many of you don't know, is where I've also a reader of multifaceted areas, so tea reading being my specialty. So dice reading goes back centuries and centuries, and I'm sure there's some historians there that will be able to tell us all about it. And dice reading, they would normally use 3 dice with 3 different colours. Now, dice reading, the numbers and the coloured dice represented certain symbols. Like you've got a spider web. A spider web is a red dice with a number 1 on it and so on. But I'm not going into the whole dice reading theory because that's not what we're here for. But that's the basis. Now, what I did was I've taken dice reading, which is again symbolic divination, and I have used these symbols that all correspond with dice colours. Now, I was asked by a lovely Facebook friend who was privy to this during its testing format, and she said, Karen, why the colours? There is no other reason. It's not like green is for nature, red is for passion, black is for doom and gloom. It's clearly just because of 3 dices with 3 different colours. Now, most of you know me. I am a little bit on the dark side, a bit more of the quirky, and I often struggle to do pale. But look, I've been really good girl, because I also created a pale version. And it's all identical symbols. You just go in, you've got your different colours. Like here I've got the cane, there's one in the dark in the black, and in this one I've got the blue. So you've got 6 pink, 6 green, 6 blue. So now that's the reasons why, and each card is numbered 1 to 6, and it does have a mat that comes with it. So I'm going to show you how these babies work in action. So there is your mat. Now your mat has all the number sequence to what these cards are. So same matches. What I've done is I've taken dice symbology, I've put it into a flat card structure, but then what I've done is I've created a house layer, and they're all numbered, the 3 rows, 1 to 6, and we read these as in traditional card chaining. Now, a lot of people probably don't use card chaining. It is a more advanced technique for professional readers where they start in a house of a certain card and they follow the number sequence. Same principle here. So we've got dice symbology, colours to do with the symbology, and the matching cards. So how do we use them? You shuffle, and you only shuffle to your heart's content until you feel right. We lay them face down, and I'll just do here a sample reading on, let's choose love. All right, so now if you paid attention, where is the love house? Love house is here, right? So it's green, number 3. So if we were going to read this about love, we'd start in the love house. If we're going to look at this about our career paths, we would start in the tower card or castle. either way, one and the same. If we were wanting to know about our money question, we would start here in the money. And each card has a topic. So it'd be like if you want to know more about babies, we'd start in the baby carriage or the pram. We've got legals. We've got just about every box and dice subject matter here. So this reading I'm going to look at and start in about love. So I'm going to start here. This very first card that you turn over begins your chain. But you are chaining not just a number, but we are chaining a colour. This here, don't you just love this? It's a redback spider, which is a trusty Australian spider, lethal, and it's a spider in the web. So let's say it's a 30-something lady, hasn't found the right relationship, does all that online dating, etc. So we've got love and we've drawn the spider on top of it, which tells me she hasn't had much success in love. Spider there would tell me she gets entangled too quickly into things. And it's funny, sorry, I mean this in the nicest possible way. Straight away there, it's like man-eater. Because you've got the spider who consumes her love conquests. But anyway, so man-eater, this young lady. But it means where she's been entangled far too much. It's almost like love is difficult. She feels trapped when she's in a love relationship, but yet she's also wanting purity of heart. So green card, number 1. This is our green row, our red row, green row, black row. We then go to position of the house of the spider. And there, we're reading layers. Now, I hope you can follow along with me. Our 18 cards now have just become 36. So, we then have the ladder sitting on the house of the spider. Ladder is about climbing up or climbing down. So, because this is the house of the spider, which is like what's crowning it, what are the layers as such. Sorry, as you can see what I'm doing. There, like that. Because this is the bottom layer, and I'll try and turn my hands there so you understand. So because the spider is the bottom layer, that is the harder part, but she's got the ladder which is on top of it. So it tells me she is ascending, not descending, but she's climbing out of these love life, or these situations that she keeps putting herself into. So we then go black card number 3. So this is our black road. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. We go to the scales, and the scales means about balance, equality, transparency, and everything has to be on a level path. So far we've got, yep, love, but she has too many lovers there. She feels caught up, trapped in situation, and she wants to climb out. And now she's looking at balance and equality in her life, and things need to level out a lot more. So we now go green 6. So we've got the castle. Castle is a success symbol, first and foremost. For all you Lenormand readers there, lose the castle brain or mindset of loneliness, because castle in tasseography means rise to success. That is a really nice card for her to have on scales, which tells me things will level out for her and she will find successful love. Then we go red card position 1. She's got the horseshoe, which would tell me high activity, fast moving, young as in young lover. It's a nice one, which means freedom and movement, which is nice on top of castle, which would tell me she will find successful love. Won't surprise me if he may be a little younger than her, but very high activity, freedom and agile. So for red, 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope you're getting this with me. We've got the camel. Camel means the journey of love, and it does mean she may need to slow this person down, because camel can mean, yes, slow it down. The more you look at it, the longer the target, the better. So it would tell me slow him down and think about the long journey ahead. So 5 red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes you turn over every card. Sometimes you may turn over 1 or 2. So we have here the cash register or the money card. And money card means abundance. So here would tell me abundant journey. So then we go black card number 6, which is down here. We got the ship, which would still tell me take it slow. So you can see by doing keywords how this sentence is structured. It's like we started here and we're writing keywords down in all the layers of about this young lady finding love. It's interesting, slow cards here have come up because this one and this one, where here would tell me she's probably got the lover that comes in, someone who's wanting to rush things and it's a bit too overpowering for her. So 3 red. We go to the sword. Not a good card. Not with her trying to find love, because the sword here would tell me where she's cutting away. It could be where she's cutting away or cutting the speed there, but sword crowning the ship would tell me she's cutting away from it. 4 green. Green row, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cane tells me again, slow moving, but she needs to look at support network. Now, a support network can go 2 ways. It's interesting where the sword here is beneath the cane. So it tells me here with a little bit of work, it can lessen the cut or lessen the pain. 1 black. We then go to the shooting star. Shooting star means pay attention to the light source that is around you, and it means look at things in a positive view. The star is a very important symbol because it means our light of hope and where she is looking. To see it there would tell me look at others, look at support network that is around you, and is it even her that's overcompensating for it. 2 black. We got the house, and that's a nice one because it would tell me home and family and security and her structure. And it is on the star, which tells me her long-term goals of dreams, hopes and future is about beautiful home, family and security. It's a nice stabilisation card. But here I would have liked to have seen first something other than the sword, because there would tell me it's like she slices and dices her way through and moves on to the next one. So 5 green, green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got the cross, which tells me about her soul journey. And often it's the soul, the cross is a catalyst symbol, which means what is it and what path should she be on or should she be looking at. And it's interesting, it's on the house, which would tell me home and family connections are very important to her. Red card 2, red road card 2. We've got the key, which means open up the door to her soul path. We have black 4, black row, 1, 2, 3, 4. Goblets, nice, because goblets are seen as celebrations, intimacy, coming together. It means a union of 2 people, and a lot of people don't realise goblets are often seen as the sexual intimacy card because it means the clinking of glasses cheek to cheek and where things will lead. So, nice card on the key, which means about opening self to celebrations and intimacy. 5 black. We then come back to the heart, which is where we started. Now, see here, we've got 2 cards that didn't turn, and they don't turn for a reason because it means information that she does not need to know. So there is this young lady's answer to this specific question. Now, the way I've designed this system is for specific questions. If you're coming along and someone sits there and says just a general, this is not what is needed. This is very direct. Yes, they can slap you in the face at times because these are the one line sentence answer. So what you then can do, you also get with them, is your little charms. Now, orders going out at this stage, because it is so early and they only sent me half my stock, you may be receiving your cards and mat first, and then your charms will come later. So, say you want a bit more information on why did she get the entanglement here. So, hang on, let's put them in my cups. Don't you just love this yellow cup? It's one of my faves. So we want a bit more information why she gets the entanglement here. What is it that keeps poisoning her chances in the situations? You've got the camel, the key, and the bat. Camel here would tell me she probably needs to open her focus a little more, because you've got focus here, which means sight and listening to the navigation within, and opening more about long-term future. It's interesting because that would tell me about looking at the target zone further down the track where she doesn't see it. Key would tell me she needs to look further down the track and not just in the superficial here and now. So charms can be used, these here, and I've done them so you can layer on certain areas, you know, like we would look at it and say, okay, give us a bit more information about the horseshoe. So we've got here, oh, nice to see baby. We've also got a ship, and we've got the goblet, which would still tell me good young lover, nice celebrations. Ship here would tell me again, take it slowly. Here would tell me fantastic union, because you've got goblets, which means great intimacy. And you've also got the baby here, or the baby carriage, which would tell me new love. So straight away that tells me this is a new lover coming into her, not a second-hand recycled one that she's had in high school. So that's in a nutshell version. That is the dark versions of what my system is. And like I said, you can actually use these. I'll just show you, because the first 10 people that order are also receiving 3 dice, because there's also a way you can start these with dice. Hang on. This one that way. Sorry, I'm a flipper, not a turner, so it probably looks upside down to you. So if you have these laid out and you go and grab some dice, I've just got 3 white. I never have these in colours. The basis was, but you can also use dice. There's 3 for the reason, because that adds up to 18 max. If you throw your dice, you've got 3 plus 4 is 7. Plus 3 is 10. So you have the options of, do you want to start in the house, or now I've drawn number 10, do I want to start in position 10, which is here. So, and again, and even through all the testing procedures, you will be surprised at the similarities, and the same sentence will come out whether you use dice or whether you use the house system. So let's have a look now at the light version. So, and you can use dice to count your numbers through. That's entirely up to you. I've been using most of it without looking at the dice. It's just a little added extra if you want to. So now let's have a look at the light version. And here is the light version. So let's have a little shuffle. And this time we're going to look at a question around money. So we've got the money tree down there. So that is the back of the playing card. And this is the back of, hopefully you can see that, the darkened version. So where the cup is centre stage. So let's have a look in finances. Like I said, I'm a flipper, not a turner. So my cards always look upside down to me. And it's just everybody's preference, really. There's no big reasons as to why. Okay, so I'm going to start looking at money matters. So again, I'm beginning in the house of the money, or you could flip the dice, but I'm used to the houses. So, house of the money. House on money here, we'll use this poor whoever girl she is, 30-something who lives alone and doesn't have a partner. So let's use the same scenario. House and money. House is good over money because it means she's careful, she's safe, she's secure and not careless in what she does. So we got green base card, number 5. Green row, number 5. So here we've got the cross. The cross on the house means, again, looking outside the home and the family of her own financial path. So it does mean her soul journey and her connection to money. And it would often mean there she needs to probably think with her higher self or her higher qualities when it comes to dealing with money matters. Pink card number 2. We then go to the bats. That's not super great. It does mean she needs to use her head a little more, think smarter, think outside the box, inner navigation. Bats can be where the shadows of some of her past mistakes may still keep coming up to rear their head. So it does mean start to use her head in money matters and less emotions. Pink 6, so we go to card 6. Oh, she's got the financial or the money tree straight away. That is the money tree. It's got all the dollars on it. So here, she's only drawn 4 cards. So see what I mean? You do not need every card. There is your sentence. There is the answer about this lady's money matters, which would tell me she's looking at money security, but she needs to look at her path of money security and not others. Here, some of the negative aspects of her may still affect her, but the moment she thinks smarter and outside the box, here is the money. So there is her answer in 4 cards flat about her money matters. Again, you can use the charms if you want to have a look at it about, well, okay, what should she do to improve her money chances? She's got the scales, which would tell me think openly, transparent, balance and equality. And it may mean where she's doing contract or contract to self. She's also got the hearts here, and heart here would tell me, though, again, too much emotion around money, not a good journey. But this is an interesting charm to have for money because it would tell me she needs to offload some of the baggage to lighten the load towards better money happiness. So that is how we use my new Curiosi-tea. So I hope you all enjoy that, and I look forward to hearing your feedback on the comments below. Thanks for listening.